Friends, this is my pulse report. You'll have to excuse the unsteady hand. I've just arrived. I'm in Scotland, and this is the view that I met with. This extraordinary place, which is so beautiful. I've been driving all day from Edinburgh. Last night on the Edinburgh, Scotland, on the UK tour. Tomorrow head to Liverpool, and I'll be there in a couple of days' time, followed by Dublin in Ireland, and then back to England, where I'll be in Hampshire on the 30th of this month for the final leg of this UK tour. I'll sit down now and just give my report here. So, excuse me, I've been on the road the whole day, and look at this beautiful seagull there. Can you see that? Oh, gorgeous. It's such an amazing part of the world. Curiously enough, I am Scottish. Clan Murray, if you don't mind. As I told the audience last night in Edinburgh, anyone from Clan Murray wearing my kilt or my tartan was allowed in the front row. So here we are, July's Pulse Report. Need to speak momentarily about the deep fake AI generated videos coming out of yours truly, inviting old widows to part with their life savings and hitting up on people, wanting to have romantic engagements and trysts with people, inviting people into private conversations so that we can, you can take my PayPal details apparently, and I can give private oracle readings for you.
This is just a private page in which I use the medium to get in touch with my big fans like you, because I have been watching your post likes and comments on my official fans page. If some of my fans are aware of this profile, they will keep sending me a message so not to cause internet propaganda. I want you to promise me you won't make this page public to the media or anyone.
God knows what else. So just to say this, as I've tried to put out in my counter videos in the last few days, I do not solicit for money ever on social media. I do not ever reach out to people privately. It will never happen. If anyone ever reaches out to you in a private message, it is not from me. And if anyone's ever soliciting you for money, it is not for me. It is not for me either. So that's the golden rule with me. So all of those profiles on Instagram and Facebook and what have you are fake profiles if they're asking or soliciting anything whatsoever. I do have 2 Facebook pages, and I have 1 Instagram official page, which never grows, hasn't grown in 3 years because I'm completely shadow banned. And there are about 22 odd fake profiles, which we have no control over. As you guys know, this is a deep state psychological operations warfare. In the United Kingdom, I was tipped off a week ago that the 77th Brigade would be targeting me, were targeting me. And indeed, these kinds of co-intel psyops, like the deep fake videos that come out within minutes of me releasing a video, they've sucked my videos off my Facebook into their supercomputation. They flip the script, malign the words, and then put it out on multiple platforms. So it actually looks as though it's me defending myself against the real Sacha Stone. So it's very clever stuff, but there you go. I'll leave it to your discretion and discernment to work out who's real and who's not. Golden Ticket broadcast happening, friends, tomorrow, which is why we're rushing this Pulse report out today, even though I've been driving all bloody day. I'm absolutely exhausted, haven't even had my breakfast, but I am being replenished by this extraordinary view that I've just arrived at. Golden Ticket has been also besieged, the launch of the Golden Ticket, by, it would appear, some shenanigans connected to the social media and me being able to effectively communicate through our platforms. We were very nervous about this happening. It started to happen. There are these fake profiles calling for people to pay Golden Ticket money to Sacha Stone privately through these private messages and solicitations. That is not me, again. So we had to slam the brakes on the Golden Ticket hard launch a couple of weeks ago, get our kind of shit together and make sure that before we give out the bank accounts and start to receive the Golden Ticket memberships, they will be allocated now. Thank you so much for the patience. Many hundreds of you have put your names forward and asked to be connected as soon as we were able to issue the Golden Ticket. So that's about to be announced. I will know tomorrow, Monday, if indeed the accounts have been cleared. But either way, it looks as though it'll be happening this week. I'm so sorry to those people in America and elsewhere in the world who've wanted to immediately make the acquisition of the golden ticket. But again, when we're doing things like this, moving directly against the grain of the status quo, launching a crowdsourcing initiative that is about to pierce the corporate veil, claim allodial titling, cleanse the federal liens off the land in Tennessee, and establish the world's first full-fledged, full-spectrum micronation, which will be the first of many, because the Golden Ticket Tennessee is going to franchise across all the states in America and in different parts of the world. We're already making provision in Europe and in Africa, just so you know. I'll speak more about that when I'm in Africa in 2 weeks' time after my UK tour finishes. So, Newearth Solutions is something you guys need to pay attention to. Check it out, please. Follow the links below here. And this is us cooperating, or me cooperating very closely with Impact Health Sharing, something I got very excited about. They've asked me to help lead the revolution in ridding ourselves from medical and health tyranny, principally in the United States. If you're paying $2,000 or $3,000 a month in health insurance, or even $1,000 or even $500, you can look to reducing that monthly payment by up to 2/3 today if you sign up. If you sign up to what we're doing, to this extraordinary initiative, which we're offering through Newearth Solutions, you will have better health coverage, way better than you could possibly imagine, and for up to 2/3 of the price less than you're paying today. So I do see this particular piece as being a stepping stone toward the so-called 0-point economy that I've been talking about and helping to promulgate over many years. So it's a terrific stepping stone towards it. It's viral, it's a revolution, it's already underway. Basically exit the overpriced and overregulated health insurance model, which is crippling middle America. I'm also going to mention to you here, the replay Symposium 36 is now available incidentally, so you can go to that. I do suggest that if you're not a Lazarus member, I very much suggest that you become one. It's the one thing we've seen on this tour that I've been doing. Incidentally, it lasts 3.5 to 4 hours long. Thank you for the amazing feedback from thousands of people who've been on this tour, members of the audience who understand what I'm doing. They get it. It's so intense, but the payload is worth it after 3.5 hours, and especially having an immersive Q&A session with the audience. We never get anyone leaving the venues. Everyone stays right to the end and doesn't want to leave, because we really crack it together, correcting ancient history, cosmogenesis. There are things I talk about connected to my own personal story on this tour that I don't put into the public domain. I don't put onto social media, but I can and will be releasing through Lazarus Symposium. These are names, faces, stories, photographs, things connected to the work that I've been doing behind the curtain, so to speak, going back now 25 years. And the feedback I've been getting on this tour is so spectacular that I now know it's good and correct that I should be speaking to some of these things that I've kept quiet about for so many years. Not because I'm trying to create enigma, but because I didn't believe that many of these stories would be believed. They're so outlandish, so extraordinary, but it is my story, and it's connected to the Humanitad, the work I began in 1999, the behind the curtain diplomatic work I've been doing, the special missions that I was running at the request of leadership. I will repeat here and underscore, I never ever took coin. I don't care what people think or believe. I never took coin for any of this work, and those people who know me and love me know the truth of that. I refused to take coin because I needed to be trusted at a leadership level to undertake the work that I've done, and know that there was no possibility of compromise. So that's something I actually have the time in these tours to talk about to the live audience, and it's valuable interaction and engagement. In any event, that's pretty much it, friends. Just wanted to talk about my current plans, which is to finish this tour in the United Kingdom and Ireland. And then I'll be heading back to Africa to pick up the conversations with the breakthrough so-called medbed technology. Again, that group do not call it medbed, but it is medbed tech. It's unbelievable. I've been sharing some of that stuff with my audiences in the tour, because I came straight to the UK from the science group in Southern Africa. And through the Lazarus Symposium, I will be also speaking and showing video and interviews with the chief scientist. We've arrived. We're there. We're at the point now where the science, the technology, the new physics has landed. It's in manufacture and the rollout is imminent. I will be going back to South Africa after my UK and Ireland tour, precisely in order to see where and how myself and my team are able to help expedite getting this breakthrough technology to the world. It's in manufacture already. Very, very exciting stuff, friends. And as my live audiences know, on the UK tour, I'm having landed freshly back here from the Cape Province of South Africa 2.5 weeks ago. My mind has been blown, absolutely blown by what I witnessed for 11 days in Southern Africa, in this facility, behind razor wire and electric fences, and witnessing firsthand this medical science, health science revolution that's about to be unleashed. So more on that through the Newearth, through the Lazarus Symposium. And as and when I am permitted to tease that information into the public domain, I will also be making certain pronouncements in the public domain through social media, provided I'm still standing, of course, and the AI, the deep fake AI bots haven't got hold of me entirely and devoured me. So that's about it. Check out the latest media below. Well, there's a hell of a lot more than that, but there's only a few that we can ever put on these pulse reports. And again, I'm going to make a pledge, which I keep breaking, which is that these pulse reports are going to come out a lot more regularly. I've wanted them to be out every 2 weeks. At the moment, we're managing about 5 or 6 weeks, I think. So my apologies. As those of you who know, I've been on the front foot constantly, nonstop. That has to wind down. When I get back from Africa, from the trip to Africa, where some of my team will fly out to meet me, I will do special media reports out there, which I'll put out through the Pulse Report and through the Lazarus Symposium exclusively, not on social media. And then I'll be heading back to Mexico to the Newearth Bacalao project, which is underway. Very exciting there. I'm super, super excited about how we're making progresses there. And after that, I should be on a theater tour of the United States. Having said that, what just happened to Trump, and I haven't yet had the time or wherewithal to be able to study it and understand it and even make phone calls to members of the Trump family that I know. I will be doing that to find out, and I'll make a statement, a public statement about that in the next few days. Until then, friends, thank you so very much for putting up with my endless wheezing. Sorry for the unsteady hand. I'm having to do this on a telephone whilst I'm reading my computer screen. So thanks again for tuning into this Pulse Report. Much love.